Hi, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture as I get this together. It's not cute, not knowing, and we start off with a hug. So come on. Whew. After that verdict came down, Kenosha, Wisconsin, and Kyle Rittenhouse, we need a hug. But are we surprised that he was found not guilty? This is going to be an interesting week. The Ahmaud Arbery closing arguments on Monday when we find out that verdict. But yeah, a lot of us need a hug. Need a hug indeed. I have so much stuff to tell you. First off, we're going to start with Issa Rae. Something's going to happen on Insecure on Sunday that I think everybody's going to be talking about. I do. I think everybody's going to be talking about Insecure on Monday. I don't know what it is, but I got this feeling. Issa Rae is also joining the Spider-Verse. She'll be playing Jessica Drew, Spider-Woman, in that animated part. Last night's verses, Chaka Khan and Stephanie Mills. Chaka was late. They had to rush her through hair and makeup. Something was definitely off. This is the thing about these verses. You got to be ready. Last night, Stephanie Mills was incredible. She's going to have a fabulous 2022 because it just reminded people how great a vocalist Stephanie Mills is, her great songs. With Chaka, last night damaged her reputation a little bit because I don't know what was going on. I don't want to say drunk or high, but something was going on last night. She was doing a lot of double walking. It was bizarre. But Stephanie Mills proved I am my sister's keeper because she carried Chaka. She carried and said, "You're not going to fall." There was a time towards the end, Chaka was trying to leave. They hadn't played I'm Every Woman yet. She had said bye 7 times. She's ready to go. And they had to bring her back out there to do I'm Every Woman. I heard that she didn't want to do it. And she probably should have stuck with her first mind. Because whatever was going on, and I'm going to put the blame on her people surrounding her. If you knew she wasn't ready. If she knew that something just was off to make her be embarrassed. Because it ain't just me. The comments were like, whoa. With the great songs that Chaka has in that library, you have to watch your legacy. Watch your legacy and how you want to be remembered. And you don't want to be remembered for what we witnessed last night. But I got to give it to Stephanie Mills because she said, "I'm going to hold you up. I'm not going to let you fall." And she carried her. She carried her through those performances. But last night's verses, stars, singers, rappers, if y'all not ready, don't do it. Some auntie advice. Don't do it if you're not ready. Just say you're not ready. Because at the end, you will hurt your reputation and have people looking at you a certain way. Chaka has a catalog that is amazing. But last night, we really couldn't enjoy it because of all the weirdness that was going on. So how does Mike Tyson, or how did he when he was boxing, get ready for his bouts? He always had that, he wanted to kill his opponents, he would say. He said having sex with groupies calmed him down. Apparently, ex-workers are talking about how they would have the women stashed in the bathroom in the back and to make sure so that Mike Tyson would get some of that edge off. Next week on the Wendy Williams Show, Remy Ma, Fat Joe, they're going to be sitting down to host. Portia from The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's got this book, Portrait of Portia. She opened up the People magazine and she talked about, she met R. Kelly. She was 25 years old, 2007. She wanted to get in the music business. She thought she was being ushered to a recording studio. Instead, she was ushered to his home. She then was involved in an entanglement with R. Kelly. He was married at the time. When did Portia decide to stop messing with the married R. Kelly? When she heard a woman being beaten in another room. young women and men, don't just do anything to get into the business. It's not all that it's cracked up to be. It isn't, because there's a lot that goes into being famous and the glitz and the glamour. And if you have to do things that is not your character, I was just kind of like, maybe it's a cautionary tale for other young women, that are seeking and they want to be famous and they'll do anything to be famous. But she was his mistress. Now, the petty part of me is like, well, he got that STD. Portia, did you get the STD or did you get the STD later on? It's just. And then what's interesting, well, she was 25, but I thought he liked women who were younger than 25. But Portia opens up, y'all, in the new issue of People magazine. Iman is on the cover talking about her great love affair and marriage to the rocker David Bowie and the new fragrance that she has coming out. I literally have notes everywhere. Silk Sonic has just been announced. They're going to be performing on the American Music Awards this Sunday, ABC. Cardi B is hosting. You got BTS and Megan Thee Stallion. They're going to do Butter. You got New Kids on the Block, a New Edition. They're going to be performing for their hometown of Boston. And it's going to be a night of great music. I can't wait to see New Edition. We're all going to be doing it like this. How many is it? Is it 5 or is it 6 up there? We're going to find out on Sunday night, American Music Awards on ABC. Tomorrow night, live Saturday night, Simu Liu, Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. He's going to be hosting. Musical guest is Saweetie, who looked hot in those promos. They're going to be holding it down for Saturday Night Live tomorrow. Got some casting news for you. We're going to take you back to the year 1978, and the show was Different Strokes. Big hit show on NBC that had Gary Coleman as the star. You had Todd Willis. It was a groundbreaking show, and it was really big. It ran from 1978 to 1986. Well, you know how they do those live in front of a studio audience. It's coming back again. They've done All in the Family, The Jeffersons, and Good Times. This cycle, they're doing The Facts of Life and Different Strokes. December the 7th is the date. Now, casting. I don't know who they got yet for The Facts of Life. We're going to find out and let you know. But we do know who is playing Gary Coleman live in front of a studio audience, Different Strokes. It's going to be Kevin Hart. It's going to be Kevin Hart. I know, he's 42, and Gary Coleman was a tween. Did they pick Kevin because he was short? I don't know, but he's doing that. Todd Bridges also starred in it. I said Todd Willis because his character, Willis Jackson, is going to be played by Damon Wayans. Actor John Lithgow is playing Mr. Drummond. And as soon as we find out more, but what do you think? No crude comments, but Gary Coleman is playing. Kevin Hart's playing Gary Coleman. Willis, what you talking about? This is going to be interesting. As soon as we find out The Facts of Life, which ran on NBC from 1979 to 1988, we're going to pass that along. But mark your calendar, everybody, for December the 7th. Norman Lear, Will Ferrell, Jimmy Kimmel, Kerry Washington, they're producing this. And already it's creating buzz. Maxwell may be coming to a city near you with Anthony Hamilton and Joe. They are all going on tour. Maxwell's got new music out, and they could be coming to a city near you, so look out for that. Soon, real soon, we're getting new music from Mary J. Blige. It is coming sooner than you think. So as soon as we get that Mary J. Blige, we'll let you know. I talked about the American Music Awards. Will Smith this weekend in the movie King Richard. It's on HBO Max and in theaters. The Janet Jackson documentary about the 2004 Super Bowl halftime show scandal is starts tonight, streaming on Hulu. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this weekend. There's so much. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this weekend. Jay-Z, LL Cool J. Wait until you see that part. Carole King, the Foo Fighters, the Go-Go's, Tina Turner, Clarence Avant. I have to do all this with my eyes closed. Gil Scott-Heron, Billy Preston. It's a night of music and a lot of great musical talent, including Jennifer Hudson, Taylor Swift, Mickey Guyton, and so many more. It's going to be a great night. That's on HBO and HBO Max. There's a weekend version that happens. Please check it out. It's fancy. It's got the pictures for everyone who says, yeah, no pictures up there. It's got pictures, so you can check it out. LaShawn Assignment puts it together. But hit the subscribe button so you never miss anything. Leave a comment, because Auntie be going through these comments, and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. I threw a lot out there, from Kevin Hart as Gary Coleman in Different Strokes, Portia revealing she was R. Kelly's mistress, the verses with Chaka Khan and Stephanie Mills. Preserve your legacy, Chaka. Preserve your legacy. Thanks so much for joining us. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. You're up to date, and on Monday, I'm telling you, something's going to happen on Insecure. That's going to have everybody buzzing on Monday, and we'll be here to talk about it. Have a great weekend, and thanks for joining me.